scenarios. Your dentist is HIV positive.
Where was this school and what was the purpose of this homework assignment? What class
It was
this?
in Texas, and the purpose was not stable. It was just social situations. How comfortable would you be if a friend invited you to a gay bar? How comfortable would you be if your sister invites her new boyfriend home to dinner and you find out he's a female-to-male transsexual?
I have a hard time even believing that that was a homework assignment.
It was.
Can we confirm this?
It's confirmed. It was the Birdville Independent School District. The teacher has been disciplined according to the district.
Rightfully so.
Everything is about just trying to push teachers' agendas on the kids. Next up in the Fast 15, you watching the Olympics?
Just the skating. That's it.
That's it? That's all you care about?
Yeah.
I was into it last week. This week, I dropped off this weekend.
I do. I was into it last week. Did you see, oh man, what country was she representing? Like Hungary?
Yes.
The half-pipe skier
Who got in?
who's from California.
I think I might be able to do the half pipe like she did. Possibly.
She's a beginning skier, but because she has some Hungarian blood, she got in and she was just barely going up the sidewall on each side. And
It looks like me on the mountain snow plowing.
it was kind of charming.
Whatever you call that.
Eddie the Eagle did it back in 88. He was the ski jumper from England. And I guess that was kind of charming. But now just seeing these people who, for their own personal aggrandizement, they're just getting in any way they can.
And then you compare that, and you compare that to someone like Lindsey Vonn. Did you hear her interview? I mean, I was crying for her. You don't look like this. She is, Dory.
Lori and I have been talking about this all morning.
I cannot stand Lindsey
Why?
Vonn.
Well, first of all, she is a stunning woman who is just so athletic.
That has nothing to do with how I evaluate people. Because to me, Ursula, beauty is more than skin deep.
Oh, that is true.
I know.
That is true. But I'm just looking at her, so I think she's a great role model. And you know what? She came up
whining
short.
about it.
She came up short.
She's whining about it.
She's being real about it. She's being real. You know what?
There's so many people that would love to have the bronze medal, and she is whining
But
about
there's
it.
disappointment because she's just expressing how she truly feels. It was her last. It's her last Olympics. She'll never have another chance. I mean, that's it. It only comes around 1 in 4 years.
Yeah.
One time in 4 years. I mean, and I get it. It's everyone, and yes, she has a rare opportunity, but you realize how hard someone works to get to that point.
That's why I'm more sorry for the ice skaters that fall, or they nail it every time and then they fall this one time.
She's a Tiger Woods dating, Trump bashing little whiner.
I know that she blamed it on the Trump trolls.
That's her big complaint, was that she had to deal with all the emotion of the Trump trollers
Oh, I didn't hear that
bashing
part.
her.
I just heard the one soundbite.
No, she wanted to, talk all this smack and then expect that nobody's going to disagree with her on it. And then when they
never
do,
mind.
she tells that's why she had this emotional toll, and that was one of the reasons she didn't perform up to her expectations.
I kind of love that you brought this up, Ursula, because you had vetoed me on it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to talk about it. Nicole said, do you want to talk about Lindsey Vonn? I go, no, we don't need to get into the whole Trump thing. And then you dragged me into it.
As
kicking
a
and screaming.
former athlete or current athlete who's on the edge of being former should understand how she feels. That's like you're at the end of the prime. Where it's like you see where it's downhill from here.
Yes, I'm at the end of my prime for 26 years now. I know exactly how it feels. I'm not going to walk around. I do walk around whining about
yeah,
it.
you have.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I guess I've mentioned that once or twice. NBC's Olympic ratings are just in the toilet. Some people say people miss Bob Costas. I can't believe that would be a factor.
I can see that.
The only thing that was cool about Bob Costas the last time he hosted was the pink eye. Remember that? Everybody wanted to tune in to see how bad Bob's pink eye was.
Or maybe itchy.
But he's a compelling speaker when he talks about all these events that I wouldn't normally tune into.
I do think that Bob Costas is
guest today.
The thing that really got...
And like in my lifetime, and you're right, no one person will replace him.
He said in his autobiography, I have often said that the first thing I'm going to do when I get to heaven is ask, why me, Lord? Why did you choose a farm boy from North Carolina to preach to so many people, to have such a wonderful team of associates, and to have a part in what you were doing in the latter half of the 20th century? And then he writes, I have thought about that question a great deal, but I know also that only God knows the answer. Meanwhile, if we can, Ravi, this is a brief clip from Billy Graham, 1957, long before the civil rights movement had swept the whole country. He integrated his revival meetings very early on. And then in 1957, listen to him denouncing racism in unequivocal terms.
In New York, Mr. Billy Graham makes a dramatic denunciation.
There's something wrong with human nature. What is it? In the nature of men that causes men to lie, hate, cheat, steal, lust, and have pride and bigotry and intolerance and racial intolerance. What is it that causes men to have these terrible things down inside of them? The problem of the world tonight is this.
That was Billy Graham.
Wow. Tears to my eyes, Michael. What a fine man, and appointed for that time. Powerful, clear thinking. Yeah.
And didn't he change the church? I mean, you're a native of India, and you are a leading evangelist based in the American South. Once upon a time, that would have been unthinkable. Billy Graham was one of the people who changed it, isn't he?
He did, and actually, that's why I don't think there'll be another one like him. You know, he was made for the masses. Most of us are not. We are better in smaller crowds to hold the attention of 80,000, 100,000, and sustained speaking, as he did in England for 3 months, as he did in New York for several months. Night after night, to have that energy of soul and the dynamism and the attractiveness. When he spoke in Atlanta years ago, I was there. Jimmy Carter was on the platform. Coretta Scott King was there, the head of CNN. For the first time, I sat on the platform and watched him give the invitation. It was like a waterfall of people coming down, and his typical posture, arms folded, face in his hands in prayer. It was, even those on the platform couldn't help but open their eyes to watch this happen. He was a man so humble before God, and was the man who probably thought every day, why is it, Lord, you have called me to this? But his integrity and his honesty with fiscal responsibility and moral responsibility and the dynamism of his simple life, ably attended to by Ruth Graham. They were, he would say in his writing, she was the greatest inspiration in his life. And
he remains an inspiration to all Americans, as do you, Ravi. Ravi Zacharias, my friend and someone I greatly admire. You can read about his work up at our website at michaelmedved.com. You'll be hearing him speak at the 50th anniversary of the loss of Dr. Martin Luther King. When we come up, some memorable interchanges, honestly, between Billy Graham and Woody Allen, coming up on the Medved Show.
The Todd Herman.
SUV or crossover, the place to be is Chevrolet Buick GMC of Puyallup. Trust me, I am not somebody who knows much about cars, but when I am at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Puyallup, the salespeople fill me in on everything I need to know. They are completely transparent, so you know that there are no tricks up their sleeves, and anyone who buys a new car is going to get oil and warranty for life. You'll really like everything at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Puyallup. Come experience the no-stress way. Go to ChevroletBuickGMCPuyallup.com. It's Rachel Bell, and I feel like people are constantly complaining that they have trouble sleeping. thing. And if you're in this boat, start with something easy. Get a new pillow. If your head and neck are comfortable, chances are your body can relax and you can have a better night's sleep. And the pillow of your dreams exists at MyPillow.com. MyPillow has a unique design. It is unlike anything I've ever slept on. It's super comfy and cozy. And right now, you can save money on a MyPillow. If you go to MyPillow.com, click on the 4-pack special, type in the promo code Cairo, and you'll get 50% off a 4-pack of pillows. You're going to get 2 premium MyPillows and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. Those Go Anywhere pillows can be used when you're traveling or to give you back support at work or when you're driving. So many uses for this pillow outside of the bedroom. So if your current pillows are flat or lumpy or they're stained and you have to cover them up with pillowcases, get new pillows. The MyPillow is 100% machine washable and dryable. It comes with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. To get 50% off a 4-pack of pillows, go to MyPillow.com and use the promo code Cairo.
Sign up for breaking news alerts sent straight to your inbox at MyNorthwest.com. Powered by Cairo Radio 97.3 FM. Live from the Cairo Radio News Center.
President Trump is hosting a listening session on school safety right now in the wake of the school massacre a week ago today at that high school in Parkland, Florida. CBS's Bill Rakoff is at the White House.
Among the participants are 6 Stoneman Douglas students and their parents. Daryl Scott, the founder of Rachel's Challenge, which was named for his daughter killed at Columbine in 1999. Also in attendance, leaders of the Sandy Hook Promise and the mayor of Las Vegas cited the nation's worst mass shooting last October.
Seattle police officers killed a man on Monday in the Ravenna neighborhood. They say he was a car prowl suspect who fired shots at them first. And now the police department has released body cam footage of that shooting.
Back here! Stand up, please! Stop! Shut!
Shot by the officer.
When the man crashed the stolen car, officers surrounded it. They say he reached for a gun. They told him numerous times to stop, but they say he didn't, and that's when they fired shots, killing him. The Closing Bell Report is brought to you by Lake Washington Windows and Doors. On Wall Street today, the Dow dropped 166 points, closing at 24,797. The NASDAQ is down by 16. S&P 500 is down by 14. Kimmy Klein has your Cairo Radio real-time traffic.
And the roads are in great shape right now. No major accidents to report, even an earlier stall west or eastbound 512 near Canyon Road is cleared to the shoulder. Also cleared the crash on Spanaway again, northbound State Route 7 at 160th. So we're just seeing some brief crowding in Seattle, South 5 right around the West Seattle Bridge. Also on 405 southbound right around Northeast 30th. And we're seeing some delays again today on the Egg Pass Bridge on both directions of 305 due to some annual maintenance happening again. Cairo Radio real-time traffic. I'm Kimmy Klein.
Our traffic is brought to you by Michael's Toyota, Volkswagen, and Subaru of Bellevue. 3 amazing brands, one local family, all at a single, easy-to-reach location right off I-90 at Eastgate.
Mid-30s and look for some areas with increasing snow showers, especially at the coast where you could see some accumulating snow north of Everett. And in general, everybody could see some flurries. Tomorrow, though, after a flurry or two, we should dry out both days in the 30s. I'm Cairo 7 Pinpoint meteorologist Nick Allard.
No sign of any snow yet around here. It is 34 degrees outside the Carter Subaru Studios. I'm Ursula Royteen. This is Cairo Radio News 97.3 FM.
I've been hearing a lot of stories from listeners. Disabled vet emailed me yesterday. He told me that they are going to have to move out of the area because of skyrocketing property taxes. Another listener told me about a nearly 30% increase. His property taxes are going up $5,000. That's the increase this year, $5,000. His name is Don. He lives in Seattle, joins us here on Cairo Radio. Hey, Don, good to talk to you.
You too, Dory. Thank you for responding.
Okay, and as I said, I've been hearing a lot of these stories. Why were you so motivated to reach out to me?
Well, number one, I'm a longtime listener of your show, and I know that you represent a lot of the people that are frustrated with the tax structures, and they perpetually increases that happen every year, and you look out for us, so that's why I wanted to reach out.
Well, I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. So, so your property tax increase was more than $5,000 this year?
Last year, it was $17,393. We just got on Saturday this year's bill for $22,523. That's like $5,130 and a 29.5% increase.
And what you told me, Don, is that you and your wife are on a fixed income, correct?
Well, both of us are basically semi-retired. I worked about 33 years in the transportation business, freight forwarding, trucking, warehousing, and just almost 3 years ago, I lost my job and have remained unemployed since. I've got a medical condition. I've got spine surgery scheduled at the end of March, so I'm not going back to work anytime soon. My wife was also in the freight business, switched over to real estate about 12 years ago, and that just hasn't panned out. So, really we, basically no income. We're at this point borrowing from our retirement plans to pay our bills.
Well,
and we still owe a substantial, roughly $450,000 on our home as well.
Now, I know that there are some listeners who hear this and they say, yeah, but if your property taxes are $22,500, your house must be worth a fortune. It's just another rich guy complaining about, having too big a house. I mean, I know that's what I'm hearing those comments from people, Don.
Absolutely, and I can't disagree. We've been fortunate. Both of us worked, 30-some years. I'm 56. My wife is 58. We initially paid $300,000 for this piece of property almost 21 years ago, and we struggled to make to buy the home. We had to get a 80-10-10 loan back then. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but that's where you borrow 80% from the bank and you put 10% down, and then you take out another loan for the other 10%.
Okay. Yeah.
We did that, and the home was a 1942 home, and we thought we could remodel it. We tore it down and built a new home about 15 years ago. And it is a very nice home, and we feel very fortunate to be here. And, I can't complain about that.
Yeah, no, I get that. I find it incredibly sad if somebody has a dream home that they weren't, it doesn't sound like you were too extravagant when you purchased it. Somebody has their dream home that they'd like to stay in, and are you in a position where you literally are going to have to sell because of the property taxes?
In a matter of time. We've got some savings in our retirement accounts, but we're gonna burn through that. We thought we would be closer to be able to bridge the gap to getting, Social Security benefits. And it looks like, that's not going to be the case. We're probably going to have to go back to work at some point, if I can, or we sell the house, take what equity we have in it, and we move on.
Yeah, and it sounds like your house is valued. What do they value your house at to charge you $22,500 for property taxes?
They valued it this year at $1.561 million, up from $1.237 million.
Really? And at 1.5 mil, the property tax is $22,500? That's a lot of tax. And just the idea that they jacked your taxes $5,000 versus a year ago. That's, it's obscene, and it's just this massive transfer of wealth from the Puget Sound area to, the teachers union, basically. It really is incredible what they're doing to families and couples like you and your wife.
Well, they're also making us pay legal bills for defending Ed Murray and the likes of Kishwana Sawant and so on and so on. They just, as you've reported, they're, basically throwing our money away. But going back to 2012, Dory, our valuation was only $806,000. So in 5 years, it's gone up. The valuation has gone up 93.7%, or an average of 18.74% per year.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so
for the last 5 years.
Yeah, it's out of whack with inflation. They're taking in more money than they ever have, and the reason I'm telling all of these stories, Don, is because we're going to need a taxpayer revolt, and they are hoping, the Democrats in charge are hoping that people will get busted so badly that they will throw up their hands and say, you know what, let's just do the income tax, because they don't mind destroying families financially if they can achieve their ultimate goal of a state income tax. And that plan, that strategy has become so crystal clear. And the fact that they're willing to destroy people's lives financially so that they can achieve just a political and social goal is really despicable. But that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, it's very disappointing, Dory.
Just makes me sad. Makes me sad that we've got such morally bankrupt people running this region and making all of us literally bankrupt in the process. That's the problem with this. Well, Don, I'm sorry for a $5,000 property tax increase for you and your wife. That's it really is ridiculous. And we do need to have a taxpayer revolt, and I'm working on a bunch of ideas right now because I know that the motivation and the frustration is there, and it's time to reel in this government. I know that for certain.
Well, if there's anything I can do to contribute to the cause, please let me know.
Will do. All right, Don. Well, thanks for sharing your story with us, and all my best to your wife.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, Dory.
Okay, that's Don in Seattle. 30% tax increase, $5,000 increase in his property taxes, and the beat goes on. Lots more straight ahead as the Dory Monson Show continues.
Mariners baseball is back.
This ain't blasted and they get 5 in a row.
Change your life. Well, you've never actually experienced a MyPillow, which gives you the support you need. In fact, MyPillow adjusts to your individual needs. But what I especially love about MyPillow, you can wash it. There's a study out there that says up to 100,000 dust mites might be living in your pillow right now. Another study said a third of your pillow's weight is due to dust mites, dead skin, and bugs. Let that sink in for a moment. You are sleeping on a ton of dead skin, dust mites, and bugs. And by the way, not to mention those disgusting yellow stains. But with a